I'm Vanessa Binks, and with Ali Cookle, this week's Stock Journal's Taking Stock looks at the top news stories. In Adelaide last week, Federal Assistant Minister for Health, Dr. David Gillespie, was the guest speaker at the Rural Media South Australia event on bridging the gap of health inequity and access in rural Australia. Dr. Gillespie addressed the looming shortage of health professionals in regional communities and made a bid to bring back the old-fashioned general practitioner who could provide a range of services for communities.
Woodside farmer Jim Franklin McAvoy is one of many farmers who have taken the opportunity to share their input into the state government's Mining Act review. Mr Franklin McAvoy attended a drop-in session held in Strathalbyn last week where he had concerns the government had already put legislation before Parliament while the consultations were still taking place. He said for legislations to be passed through the lower house while the drop-in sessions were still happening seemed out of order and rushed.
In other news, South Australia's shearing industry is riding the back of a national wool boom after a shearing school held at Furner was at capacity with eager students from across the state.
Wool records continue to soar with the Eastern Market Indicator hitting a new high. Last week, the EMI rose by 45 cents a kilogram to 1,623 cents a kilogram, nearly 25% higher than this time last year. Australian Wool Exchange senior market analyst Lionel Plunkett said there were indicators that prices could continue to soar. For more great stories, be sure to pick up a copy of this week's Stock Journal.